I seen this post yesterday on Facebook, and it was like, if you have battle with depression, what worked for you, how you overcome it. And I haven't battled with depression per se, but I battle with anxiety and panic attacks. Um, well, I used to, thank God. Let's 6 or 7 years ago, give or take. Um, Out of nowhere, I'm talking to my brother and his ex-wife, and my heart started like pounding, like it started like feeling weird, right? And I'm like, okay, I gotta go. I didn't tell him what was going on because at the time I didn't know what was going on either. But then I did. I was smoking at the time too, so I'm like, maybe it was the weed. Okay. Um. So I get in my car and I'm driving, and it gets worse. Like my heart is pounding. My left arm becomes numb. You guys, like, so I'm having all these thoughts, and I'm in a medical field, so I know the symptoms of a heart attack. Okay. So me, I'm thinking I'm having a heart attack. So I'm driving in the car and I start to hit 70 miles per hour down a 30 or 35-mile speed limit street to get to the hospital because I'm like, if I go fast, maybe a cop or somebody will see me and pull me over because I felt like I'm about to pass out and nobody was gonna know. So I'm like, if they see me, they pull me over, maybe they can give me the help I need. But luckily, I was able to make it to the hospital. I checked in. They took me to the back. They began to run all these tests, EKGs, just everything, just to try to see like what was going on. They come back in as I'm breathing inside of a bag, and they like, okay, everything is coming back normal. You're healthy. So they began to ask me, okay, has anything in your life changed? Has anything dramatic changes happened in your life? And I'm like, no, I'm doing good. I'm working. I'm making good money. I'm taking care of my kids. We do this, we do that. I got my own car, place, everything. I'm like, the only thing I can think of was months way prior when I left for a relationship alone. But I wasn't going through anything. Like life was good. So they was like, okay, yeah, nothing is wrong though, with the wood and send me on my way. I didn't get prescribed anything or nothing at the time. So I left the hospital and it started to get worse, you guys. Um, I mean, I started having panic attacks every other day, almost. They would happen at work. A coworker of mine, which is a God friend woman, very spiritual, she used to tell me like it was the doctor's telling you ain't nothing wrong. It's something deeper. I need for you to keep your eyes on God and this and that. You know. So I started having them like a lot. Like I would be at home, they would come. Man, I would fall to my knees, cry to God, like, God, what's happening? Help me. You know. Um, I'll go take my kids to the movies. In the middle of the movie, I'll start having a panic attack. And my first thought is to get up and go because when your body goes into this fight or fight, it's like I couldn't be still. I had to move. I gotta move. I gotta move. When I'm being still, it makes it worse. But luckily, I was able to tame myself because it was almost the end of the movie and then we left. Um, but I did have to go in the bathroom and get myself together. So boom, they keep on getting worse, you guys. They keep on getting worse. My family in my house this one time, and as we're talking about something, and it triggered a panic attack. I'm like, call 911 because you guys, the panic attacks it's not a good feeling. Okay, call 911. So my brother called 911. He like, you for real? I'm like, I'm for real. They called 911. The paramedics came. They checked me, ran the EKG, my heart and everything. Everything is good. Vitals good. And one of the paramedics was like, I want you to get some lavender. Get some lavender whenever you feel to have a panic attack, smell it because it releases some chemicals, you know, in the brain to help smooth you or whatnot. So after that I got so much lavender, y'all. I got lavender spray, lavender soap, lotion. I got lavender everything. I would carry lavender around with me. Um, but even with the lavender wouldn't help like it was like when some panic attacks come on, man, they are full blown. It's like nothing can control it. Um, and I was like, God, and because my brothers and them they always funny. Like we're a funny family. We love to laugh, and they would always joke. And like I felt like nobody could understand what I was dealing with or what I was going through. And that will like get to me as well too, because I'm trying to tell you guys and you still don't even know exactly what I'm trying to say or what I'm telling you. Like the feeling is a feeling that you just don't want. Okay. So, and I'm gonna say this: I within that 1 year, me from the time I experienced panic attacks to the time I got the help I needed, I went to the emergency room more than about majority of y'all have ever been. If you don't have health issues, let's just say that. I went so much that they knew me by name, y'all. Like it was crazy. I went every so often. Um, but I remember this one time. This one time I had a panic attack and I'm at the house and really nobody's around. And it got bad. And I began to panic. I couldn't get under control. I started walking outside. They still couldn't control it. So I picked up my phone and called 911. Then I hung up. She called me back. And I told her, yes, I did call. But I'm having a panic attack and I'm trying to get it under control. She's like, okay, do you want me to send any help out there for you? I said, I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to control it. I'm trying to get myself together. And she said, okay, well, if you can't, I want you to call me back. And I'm going to send some help out there for you. I said, okay, I will. So I get off the phone with her. And y'all, I'm not going to say per se exactly what the enemy said to me, but I'm going to say this. I haven't told nobody but my mother, my brother, and my best friend. Because what he said scared the living life out of me. But when your mind is weak, the enemy will speak to you loud and clear. So you always want to have you a strong mind. Don't allow your weak mind to be the devil's playground. Because he will play in that mud. Okay? He will put thoughts in your head. He will try to get you to act upon those thoughts. Don't fall for him. But when I got off the phone with her, I'm still sitting on the porch, and as I was sitting on the porch, I never heard the enemy so loud and clear in my life. Never. Ever. Still to this day, that was the first and only time and my mind was weak, and which is why I heard him the way I heard him. But he spoke so loud and so clear, and he told me to do something that's unthinkable. I don't even like to speak about it. He told me to do something that would have destroyed me, my family, like everything, okay? And it scared the living life out of me. It really did. And right after he said that, I dropped, because how would that thought even come in my mind? Like, what? And right after he said that, I heard God so clear. And he told me, go get help right now. And he was very adamant about it. The next day, I went to seek help. They gave me a month prescription of Zoloft. And all it took was a month prescription. I took it for a whole month. I stopped smoking weed at that time. I stopped smoking weed because sometimes weed make it worse. And it helped me. 6 to 7 years, give or take, I have not had a panic attack like that. And I don't have panic attacks anymore. Y'all, sometimes the mental illness that you're experiencing is a spiritual battle that you're faced with. And when your mind is weak, whether it's depression, anxiety, or whatnot, the devil will speak to you loud and clear and get you to act upon things that you would never think of or even do. Keep your mind strong. Seek help. And depend on God 10 toes down. Because the enemy is trying to take and destroy everything he can in his path, including you and your family. So, I know this was long, but I wanted to share that. You're not crazy. The enemy is trying to get you. Get the help. Because the idle mind is the devil's playground. And you don't want him to play with your mind.